Hello and welcome to another midweek episode. My name is Ashley Green. As always, I'm joined by the fantastic Aidan O'Sullivan, and this is Just the Tip. Today we're going to be talking about really branding, the truth behind it, what it is, because I know a lot of people are going to be here right now going, oh my gosh, just at the right time. I need to know all of this stuff at branding. I'm midway through designing my new business cards, doing my website, looking to overturn my social media and put up some new fancy graphics, and I'm really up for investing all of my time in this and looking at all the different colour schemes, the fancy places, investing in graphic designers. But in reality, Aidan, it couldn't be further from the truth what we're going to talk about today, could it? Because a lot of people spend and waste time looking into this stuff. That's not what we believe a brand is. That's not what a brand really is at the crux of it. These people right now that are listening thinking, oh dear, I'm trapped now. What are you going to say, Aidan? Can you enlighten them? Branding, what is it?
Yeah, so this is something that's really, really kind of interesting because it's something that we've explored, and we've actually gone through all of the different iterations on it ourselves. Like, we thought the good branding was good colour scheme at first, and we spent far longer than we're prepared to admit, talking about the TSM colour scheme to make sure that our brand was on point. And then we learned one thing, and then we changed our opinions on branding. And then we learned another thing, and then we learned another thing. But the one real poignant moment for us was actually when we checked in with Ryan Daniel Moran. His book 12 Months to $1 Million, he explains what branding is. And branding, it's simply trust, and that's it. That's all branding is. It's trust. It's not having a nice set of graphics that align with all of your different platforms. It's not having a fantastic color scheme that just looks appealing and draws the attention to the right. And that's not what branding actually is. The branding is the trust that not only do you share with, or your audience actually put their faith in you. And I think the real key is that a lot of people get obsessed over these color schemes and fancy things because it contributes towards that overall brand, because it's a factor that plays a part. Like, let's be fair, if you saw on my website, you saw the colours and perhaps some specific graphics actually on there, and then you head over to my social media and it's got the same colours. Okay, sure. I now know that this social media is off of this same guy's website. There's a trust element to that. However, it goes much, much further and deeper than that. It's not just having everything look the same in all the different places. Like, it can go much further than that. Actually, how else can we actually build that trust? It's such a big, weird concept, right?
Yeah, I think authenticity and humanity, this takes me back to when we was sat down recording our a big Learn to Thrive course, our coaching course, and what we talk a lot about in there is actually employing a lot of things that no one really speaks about in business, and it is being authentic with yourself, being human, adding those elements into your business. When you're going through doing website copy and those basic fundamentals, first of all, we all know, stop copying other people. There's no point in that, because now there's no trust, there's no authenticity, there's no humanity there. You're going to be copying Aidan's website. So actually being true to you. But secondly, it goes beyond that. When you're dealing with people, and I think for me, this is the crux of it. When people get to know you online, maybe when they inquire, maybe when they speak to you, employing humanity, authenticity to build that trust, now they're going to like you, appreciate you. They like your brand because of you, because they trust you. Listen to these words I'm saying: humanity, authenticity, trust. These are the key things here. And just to give you an example, Aidan, I booked, I'm doing a lot of online shows at the moment, 4 figures, and the lady came back to me after saying, yeah, okay, we're going to have a look at some other magicians. And I went, cool. You're going to see a lot of magicians' websites with amazing, amazing things on them. But she came back to me and she booked me, and I asked her the reason why. She really liked me for me. She really valued the brand because of me. She liked me, and because she liked me, she could see me in an authentic way. I'm a nice guy, and she trusted me. And now at this point, she's willing to make a little investment and actually pay for a gig and go further with it. This is the real important stuff which people don't look at, do they, Aidan? They are stuck in this thing of, I need to get fancy graphics and business cards and logos. In reality, it's not.
Yeah, there's something else, another element of branding that kind of plays into the big definition. And I first heard this in a podcast with Jason Mark Campbell, and he was actually interviewing Jeffrey Pearlman, who was one of the absolute geniuses behind Zumba. And I think we all know what Zumba is. It's not just that thing that mums go and do and collaborate and dance about for a bit, but that entire empire, he's the branding guy behind that. And what he actually explains is that this branding it's not just this trust, it's not just the color schemes and all of that stuff, it's actually the feeling that you're going to convey there. And if you can consistently, reliably deliver that feeling, then that's great. You see, at TSM, we're actually running on a couple of really clear sort of feelings that are building everything that we're doing. And again, I don't mind actually sharing them with you. Like, one of the big ones is autonomy. We want you to actually be able to go and do all of this easily and actually implement all of this rather than having to rely on someone else or follow a formula that or do what everyone else is doing. Another one is freedom. We want to give you back the opportunity to take control of your life and your entertainment career rather than hustling away trying to do the same thing that everyone else is doing. You see, what we're actually doing here is we're building our brand around some key themes and key feelings in a way that will allow you as the listeners, and if this is your first time coming to the podcast, actually please follow, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff, and make sure to check out some previous episodes. But we're doing all of this in a way that will help build that trust and build that feeling so you can come on this journey with us, and more importantly, you can support us. But the same goes in directly into your magic business. If you can have that feeling of trust and that feeling of excitement in every conversation that your clients have with you, or maybe it's not even excitement, it's that element of the mysterious. Like, I've always had this weird vision of being a client phoning you, but it's the most surreal phone call ever. Can you carve that niche out and actually spend your time building up that brand in other little fun areas? I think that could be quite fun, and that's what's going to build your brand quicker than some fancy color schemes and some fancy logos.
Yep, 100%. And it pays dividends. You're now working on things which are actually memorable. People are going to care about. People are going to go away and think, yeah, I like that guy. Because he's different, he's fun, enjoyable, I trust him, whatever that is, they're going to go away and not think, oh yeah, it's just a magician. Because if they go away and think, oh, it's just a magician, then you need to revisit all of this. You need to revisit all of it and look at the actual thing that you're doing. And when you can do that, then you're going to stand out at the end of the day. And now people are going to book you for you. And what an amazing thing to be. Like, what an amazing place to be at. And I know personally, having people come to me now and book me for me, not just because I'm a magician, it's an amazing feeling, Aidan. Like, it's really, really nice and surreal. And people come back to me time and time again, and they chat to me and speak to me, and they inquire about my shows. They're like, oh, when you're doing another show? And people are interested after they book me about all the other things I do. And like that, it's just such an amazing feeling, and it stops the business side of it being boring as well. And it's really great. I know I've gone on a little side tangent there, but I just wanted to express like some of the other benefits that really come with like nailing this stuff.
And this is the absolute key. I think the main call to action, if you like, for the day actually listening to this episode is if just take stock of where you are right now in your entertainment business. Are you obsessing over a new website redesign or a rebrand or new colors, or what are you actually focusing your time and attention on? Are you cultivating good relationships that will allow you to get gigs in the way that you want, that fits your lifestyle, or are you obsessing over something different? There's a really great quote, and I actually can't remember who said it. It was on a podcast, another podcast I was listening to, but it's like the fact that we spend so much time majoring in the minors. We spend so much time obsessing and learning and trying to do really, really well at the things that just don't matter. So again, the call to action for the day is to stop wasting time on fancy websites, fancy color schemes, fancy branding, all of that stuff, and instead use this as an opportunity to reprioritize and focus on your entertainment business at large. And again, if you'd like help with that, or you'd like to share your thoughts and ask some questions, we've got an amazing community over at community.thesuccessfulmentalist.com. It's totally free for you to come and join us, ask your questions, and get genuine, good, progressive, practical feedback from us and other entertainers from all across the globe. So with that said, again, any final words from Ashley?
Just stop wasting time on those little things. That's it. That's all I can say, guys.
It's as simple as that. So stay tuned. Jump back and listen to all of our other episodes if you're new here. And again, stay tuned for this weekend. I'm not going to say who it is, but we've got an awesome episode coming up for you. See you then.